When people think about Macau, they usually think of one thing: casinos, bright lights, luxury hotel, and one of the biggest gambling industries in the world. But have you ever wondered how did these small cities become one of the richest economies in the world? The answer actually begins in 1999. That was the year Macau was handed over from Portugal to China under the one country, two system arrangement. Soon after, everything started to change. The government opened its casino industry to foreign investors, welcomed international businesses, and transformed Macau into a global tourism destination. So today, we are answering one simple question: how have tourism, casino development, and international investment contributed to Macau's economic rise after 1999? Let's start with the first piece of the puzzle. Everything changed in 2002. The Macau government introduced this acquisition system allowing international casino companies to enter the market. Soon, major investors from Las Vegas, Hong Kong, and other Asian countries poured billions of dollars into Macau. Instead of building ordinary casinos, they created integrated resorts, places where visitors could gamble, stay in luxury hotels, shop, dine, and enjoy world-class entertainment. Foreign direct investment became the engine of this transformation. New infrastructure was built, thousands of jobs were created, government revenue increased dramatically. Within just one decade, Macau's economy grew almost 10 times larger, making it one of the regions with the highest GDP per capita in the world. But impressive resorts alone don't make an economy successful. They need visitors, and that's where tourism comes in.
In 2003, China introduced the individual visit scheme. This policy made it much easier for mainland Chinese residents to travel to Macau. Millions of tourists began arriving every year. Some came to gamble, others came for luxury shopping, international cuisine, entertainment, and Macau's unique blend of Portuguese and Chinese culture. To support this growing number of visitors, Macau invested heavily in transportation. The Hong Kong-Zhuhai Macau Bridge, airport expansion, ferry terminals, and the light rapid transit system all made traveling to Macau faster and easier. These three elements work together like a cycle. Foreign investment built better resorts attracted more tourists generated higher casino revenues, encouraging even more investment. For years, this formula made Macau one of the fastest growing economies in the world. But every success comes with a price.
The problem was that Macau became too dependent on one industry. Most business workers and government revenue relied on casinos and tourists from mainland China. So, whenever China introduced travel restrictions, anti-corruption policies, or tighter financial regulation, Macau's economy immediately slowed down. The COVID-19 pandemic exposed this weakness even more clearly. With almost no tourists, casinos' revenues dropped dramatically. Macau realized that relying on gaming alone was no longer sustainable. Today, the government is following its 1+4 diversification strategy. Besides tourism, Macau is investing in healthcare and traditional Chinese medicine, financial service, technology, and MYCE industries. The goal is simple: to build an economy that is stronger, more balanced, and better prepared for future challenges. So, what can we learn from Macau? Tourism, casino development, and international investment successfully transformed a small former colony into one of the world's richest economies. However, long-term success depends on something even more important: economic diversification, because true economic resilience comes not from depending on one industry, but from building many. Thank you for watching.